Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Better Me for Me, a space where we strip down the noise and rebuild the truth about who we are and what we want. Let's talk about something we all chase, but often on autopilot: success. The world is loud about what success should look like. A six-figure salary, a picture, perfect relationship, constant productivity, how excellent we are doing, and even worse, how perfect we are, being liked, admired, all put together. But for so many women, even after achieving some of these, something still feels missing. Exhaustion, self-doubt, feeling like a fraud. And almost like 80% still feeling not enough. And why? Maybe because that success isn't rooted in you, it's borrowed. In this episode, we will uncover how to redefine success for yourself, free from expectations, free from pressure, and how to actually build a version of success that feels good, not just looks good. Stay with me, this might change how you see your goals forever. Don't forget to subscribe, rate the podcast, or share it with someone who is rethinking their life path right now. Okay, let's dive in. Let me take you into a familiar scene. You check your phone and see someone your age just bought their dream house, had a baby, or launched a seven-figure brand. You smile, but inside there is a knot. Am I behind? Most probably many of us have been there. And I'm not talking about, this negative feeling of being jealous for someone's success. But again, bringing the attention to yourself: you are not enough. I am not enough. Am I behind? What's wrong with me? Why am I so little? So the inner voice will actually diminishing whatever we have done up to the moment we have seen that someone is in a different stage in their life. That compare and despair trap that makes you question everything just because someone else's chapter looks shiner. You all know this kind of saying that the neighbor grass is greener. But how much we are not really appreciating what we do have. Because we are actually programmed, set up on the mode that we are perceiving ourselves through the success or life of other people. And that's not okay. Because while we are chasing our success through the lens of life of other people, we forget they live their life. And those who are chasing in this not right way are missing life. And here is the truth. You are not behind. Whatever actually you are thinking, please do me a favor, think opposite. Especially if you are on this pathway of negativity. Kick the alert, think opposite. So again, you are not behind. You are just on your own path. And real success isn't about speed, it's about the direction. And here is the whole trick happening. Do you have your direction? I know, so many people are talking about have your purpose, be self-aware, and have your vision. I am one of them. I'm one of them that is trying to convince people that yes, having the vision, having a purpose brings different direction into your life. And actually, but what's the important thing we do not talk about too much? It's not about the materialistic thing. It's about finding alignment within yourself, finding the understanding why the communication in the house it's not effective, why I don't like this anymore, why I am disturbed or triggered by this. And yes, clarifying, identifying these negative aspects that we are experiencing in life can actually be the source for us to get into motivation mode. Okay, so if this something doesn't work in my life, let me find out, let me do the research. What do I have right now in the hand? What kind of knowledge do I have? And what I'm missing? Let me evolve. Yes, that's the invitation to work, but sorry, love, if you want to have a change, if you want to have peace in life, and eventually achieve success, whatever it is, you need to find first the alignment with yourself. Because if you are floating on shakeable grounds, it's not only harming you, it's harming people around you. People who most probably you are expecting to be your inspiration, to be your support. So you see what kind of cycle here can be created if actually you give up or you reject to do any kind of work around yourself. There is no quick fix. You also most probably heard, if you are having some special medicament that is enabling you to drop some extra kg, every single person who is actually doing the research, medical tests on it, is telling, today you may be happy, but in 5-10 years it will hit you in a way that actually you will no longer be happy that for these 2 moments you have been slim. So it's not about the moment, it's a long-term perspective. So if you are lost in the dark forest of your thoughts, this is the place for you, and let's uncover what is awaiting for us and how we can define our success, direction, purpose to bring the smile to our beautiful faces. Let us acknowledge what hurts. Living to impress others, burnout from doing things that don't light you up. Oh my God, how many things we do have here. Especially from the perspective of the mother, there will be a long list that I would love to replace some activities, but that's the love of motherhood, right? Commitment. Saying yes because you don't want to disappoint other people. You can pause the video and write down on your page other ideas that are coming up to your mind right now. But how often these 3, living to impress others, burnout from doing things that don't light you up, and saying yes because you don't want to disappoint, are baseline for most of us. When you are going out, we say, oh, I want to feel good. But actually, we are dressing up, so eventually we will get some compliments. So it's no longer you dress up for yourself. We have that hidden voice and expectation that we will show up and we will make impression on people. How we are choosing the car, how we are choosing, the clothes, the way how we look. Because somehow we feel not enough and we want to impress others. Household is an excellent idea, an example for burnout from doing things that don't light you up. We are having this kind of imagination or perception about being women in the house, regardless we are wives, we are partners, or we are alone. That we need to be perfect, and the more we do, we believe more we will get love, more we will get acceptance, appreciation. Well, I read the statistics. Unfortunately, it's not going hand in hand. And how many times you said yes just not to harm other person, but actually you harmed yourself. So can you imagine what kind of chemical fluctuation is happening in you that You said yes for something that does not make you feel okay, but actually you are driven to please other person. Okay, are we having here a label, people pleaser? Since we are so much busy with other people's opinion, how on earth we can actually find who we are, what is important to us? We on our own are shutting down and locking our minds, locking our hearts, and we are just walking in our body to shine for others. And oops, what is happening if others are not smiling? That's the very big pain point, right? And it will be always when we make ourselves dependable from others. And here is what we forget. Success without joy is just performance. Success without joy is just performance. This is like talking about I do have values, but in life I do completely opposite things, which means lack of integrity. Life is not so complicated. Those messages that we are hearing again about the self-awareness, alignment, it's not just because to be told. We are told, yet so many people, despite I like it, share the comment, but I still keep doing what I was doing, not finding the change. Success without joy is just a performance. And usually it is very strongly aligned. If I understand what is success for me, I'm just driven by that. I don't need to be prepared when I'm surprised to talk about that. I don't need a special script for me, establishment around me, because I'm living in it. I'm driven by that purpose, by that vision. It becomes my daily motivation. Doesn't mean I do not have to have days where I don't want to do anything. Important is to cherish those days. Going back to success, what if you gave yourself permission to fail on the world's terms and win on your own? Ask yourself, what do I actually value? Where do I feel most like myself? Who am I trying to prove myself to, and why? We heard those questions. We read those questions. But are we actually taking the time to create the thoughts that are actually naked thoughts? We are not hiding anything because it's our inner monologue or dialogue with yourself. There is your external mindset and inner voice. Are you honest to yourself? And when you are replying, what do I actually value? What are your values? Are you able to define the activities or show the integrity between the values you just listed and the way how you are living your life? Are these aligned? Where do I feel most like myself? Just don't tell me under the shower, please. But where? Hidden when no one is seeing? And what does it mean for you to be yourself? Are we able to write down a paragraph or in a single sentences up to 10 who you are? What makes you feel yourself? And when we are going into the third question, who am I trying to prove myself to? List those names. No one sees. It's for you. But again, be naked in your mind and be honest. Whom you want to impress. Whom you are trying to prove yourself by getting up at 4 a.m., doing all meals, colorful meals, dressing up at 6 a.m., and being busy, all the time busy, being in a race with your own time. When you have listed people or a group of people, it can be the family, but then I advise you to write it down what exactly member in the family. And the next part of the exercise is why. Define why you want to prove yourself to them. What do you want? That when I do that, I wish they will write it down. Little extension to this exercise. What will change in my life if actually they will do that? If I will experience what I wish to receive from this 1, 2, 3, 10 people. Whatever it is, does it mean they own your happiness? Does it mean they own your value? Does it mean they own the way you want to live? There is some work to be done, obviously. Again, in a simpler way, how to start mapping out what matters. Try this. Write down your core values, like freedom, connection, creativity, peace, whatever your mind is bringing to you. Number 2, look at how your daily life aligns or doesn't with those values. Say no to one thing this week that doesn't serve your vision. No one knows your vision, you know it. So don't say it aloud, just practice your no. That was number 3. Number 4, say yes to one thing that feeds your spirit. Maybe there is something that you didn't do for a long time. Write it down. Make the mark in your notebook. Do the mapping. Have fun around that because it's the work that you do for yourself, nobody else. And no one else will create the life you want to have. If you are giving this to other people, most probably that's the surface. Yes, that's the performance, like the actors on the scene in the theater. We don't want to have it. But if you are creating this map, this is the start of success on your own terms. You are the author of your life. You are the author of your daily narrative. And that's the chapter number 1. Define yourself. Here's what I want to leave you with. Success is not a box too thick. It's not an image to keep up. It's a feeling of alignment, freedom, and joy. You got to define that. You get to change it. And most importantly, you get to live it. Thank you for listening. If this sparked something in you, share it with a friend, leave a comment or DM me. And don't forget, your life doesn't have to look like anyone else to be beautiful. It's you, and your life is to be happy.